going on YouTube? Come at you with another deck profile. What's your name? What do you play?
I'm Dylan, and I play harpies.
All right, let's get started.
All right. Start off with Dancer. You only want to play one of her. The one of her is basically you bounce a wind monster, and you can normal summon another wind monster. This starts off like your plays and stuff with Harpy Conductor,
Okay.
and then if you bounce, basically, we'll get into Conductor a little bit later. So just play the one. If you open two of her, she's a brick anyway. So 3 Perfumer. With 3 Perfumer, she's one of your main combo pieces of the deck. She allows you to search any Harpy spell or trap, or any spell or trap that lists Harpy Lady Sisters in the card text. If you have a control level 5 or higher Harpy at the time she's summoned or activates her effect, you get to search for 2 cards instead of 1.
Oh, okay.
Triple Queen. Queen allows you just to dump her from the hand to the graveyard to search Hunting Ground.
Okay.
It's your main field spell of the deck.
So another terraforming?
Yeah, basically. Triple Harpist. Her normal summon's not that great, because you have to bounce a Harpy other than her to bounce one of their cards, their monsters.
Okay.
But her end phase effect is really great because at the end phase, if she's sent to the graveyard at all, you get to search for any winged beast monster with 1,500 less attack.
Okay.
3 Chandler. She's the other main combo piece of the deck. Basically, you discard a Harpy card to special summon a Harpy from the deck in defense mode. So you ditch, in an opening hand scenario, you want to have the Harpist in hand, and then you can ditch the Harpist to summon Perfumer and then get your searches off that way.
Okay.
Triple Harpy Lady 1.
Okay.
Her attack boost is great. It's a 300 attack boost, but this is the main target for Elegant Egotist because her name is always Harpy Lady no matter what. I run a double Nibiru in his main board because this deck wants to go second no matter what. I've seen builds that make it go first, but going second to be able to get to your main win con and then having your opponent like try to go all out, then they have to worry about this more and more. He's such a strong card. He's also a good discard father if you know you're facing like a deck going first with like Sky Striker and stuff. He's a great discard off of a Hysteric Party. Triple Ash. Ash is just Ash.
Yeah.
There's no reason
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. The one Tempest.
Ooh, okay.
So the one Tempest, there's a good idea with this one is so you can banish 2 winds to summon him. And then if you have Chandler on board, she becomes a level 7 dragon type, or she becomes a level 7 because there's a dragon on board.
Yeah.
And then you can overlay these 2 into make a Draco Sack.
Okay.
And then Draco Sack is so stupid anymore. Plus he's a 20.
It's an extra deck. We'll explain it here when we see it.
Yeah, and then also he's a 2400 beat stick, and then he just returns back to my hand if he's not destroyed.
And you said 2 wins, right?
Yeah. That was all the monsters. Off to the spells. Triple Elegant Egotist. Main card of the deck. Summon Harpy Lady. No big reason. Triple Hysteric Sign. This card is so broken. Because you're allowed to add an Elegant Egotist. You have to add an Elegant Egotist if you activate it. Or if you don't activate it and you have a Harpy's Hunting Ground or a Harpy in hand and you destroy this or your opponent gets rid of it at all, you just search for 3 Harpy cards no matter what.
Okay. At the end phase?
Yep. It's 3 Harpy cards with different names at the end phase. So then you just search your Harpist and your Chandler.
Too bad Harpy Lady's banned.
Right. The Hunting Ground or not Hunting Feather Duster. I play a double Alluring Mirror Split. This allows me to this is a searchable card off of Perfumer. If a Harpy Lady monster I control is destroyed by battle, or the Sisters is destroyed by battle, I just get a special summon another Harpy from my deck with a different name. If it's destroyed by a Harpy effect, or if it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, I get a special summon a Harpy from my graveyard.
Okay.
Triple Hunting Ground. Spell trap removal for Harpies. Because, I don't like spells and traps, because if they spell and trap me, then we just kind of lose there. One Harpies Feather Rest, great recycler. I target 3 Harpies in Harpy Ladies or Harpy Lady Sisters in my graveyard. I can shuffle them into my deck, and then I draw a card. Okay. If I control level 5 or higher Harpy at the time I activate the card, I get to draw 2 instead, and then I can only summon anything but wind for the rest of the turn. But I mean, most of my deck is already wind as it is, so. And then the main win con, double or nothing.
Ooh, okay. Explain.
So the reason why I play this is because I run the Utopia double package. It's a Utopia double and a Utopia. So basically what you do is you take 2 level 4 monsters, which is normally a Chandler and a Harpist or Chandler and Perfumer or whatnot. And then you make Utopia double. And then you can use Utopia double effect to discard or detach one. Add this to hand. And then overlay a Utopia monster on top of him. So that's when you just go Utopia. And then his attack is doubled. And then he can't attack directly. So basically what you would do is you would have like a low health, like a low attack monster on your opponent's field, like an 1800. It has to be 2000 or less. But what you would do is you'd go Utopia attack, effect detach, negate his attack, and then go double or nothing. And so that way you'd make him a 10,000 attack monster. And then you just swing again into the monster. So the main win condition basically of the deck.
Shout out Jesse Cotton.
For trap cards, double impermanence. It helps with negating effects, especially for Orcus and stuff if they do anything. Or even Thunder Dragons if I need to get around to Colossus or something. 3 Harpies Featherstorm. This card is so broken.
That card.
Card is so broken.
It says you can activate it from hand if you control his Harpies, correct?
Yep. And then
is it a once per turn?
No. Oh yes it is. It is.
Okay.
I think it is. No, it's not, but it's not a once per turn. But if you're just negating your opponent's activated monster effects anyways at the time, you really don't need to activate 2 at the time.
I guess, yep. You're right.
Plus you can search it off of Harpy's Hysteric Sign because it's a Harpy card. So you would add like the 3 cards I normally add off of Hysteric Sign would be Storm, Chandler, and Harpist, just because you have your combo then ready to go off.
Right.
And then double Hysteric Party.
Okay.
One was okay, but I didn't see it a lot. So I think I amped it up to 2 because I wanted to see it more often. And when I saw it more often, I actually won a lot more games with it because nobody could beat over the wall of Harpies that I just summoned. And now I would just proceed to go Utopia double combo him and game him the next turn. I think that is 42 in the main.
Okay. Do extra deck or side next?
Extra deck. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off here. I'm gonna go and start with my big links. Okay. Appaloosa. This is my second main win condition or third main win condition of the deck.
Okay.
Just because she gets beefy and then she monster negates straight up.
Does she gain from Hunting Ground?
She doesn't gain from Hunting Ground. She gains from Harpy Lady 1 though, the 300 attack. Boral Sword, OTKs, Yugioh. I don't normally go into him as often as I want to, but if I don't need to, then I don't worry about it.
Okay.
He's more draw power if I want to, but he takes the 2+ of different monsters, different names, so I can't usually link him with. And then I normally would just get the link 3 effect anyways because he's just in there. Unicorn, getting rid of problem cards that I need to get rid of, especially if they have a big monster and I can't beat over it. This card is so much fun. Doom Eagle. So what he does is he gains an extra 2400 attack for if my opponent controls no monsters in their graveyard, and then once per turn during either player's turn, I can target a monster in your graveyard and shuffle it back into your deck. So Orcus like, oh, we're gonna dump the Harp Horror, and I'm just gonna go chain effect and then shuffle it back into your deck so you can't full Orcus combo.
Good card.
Double Harpy Conductor. So her effect is so stupid. So she's automatically Harpy Lady on the field, and that's all the Harpies effects is that they're Harpy Lady on the field or in the graveyard. If she would be destroyed, or if another Harpy monster I control would be destroyed, I can destroy a spell or trap in my destroy a spell or trap instead. So she has that protection effect, replacement effect. So I can normally just pop like a Hysteric Sign or the Alluring Mirror Split, and special summon a Harpy, or add my 3 Harpies that I need for my next turn. Her other effect is when a Harpy monster I control gets returned to my hand, I can target a special summon monster that my opponent controls and then return it back to their hand.
Okay.
So I mean, Dingrisu just like, oh, I can bounce to Dingrisu, I can bounce Galatea, I can bounce really anything that I need to. Just as a special summon if it's a problem. I don't really use that effect because I don't really get the Dancer or the Harpist effect to go off with that. For XYZs, I run Dracosac. 2 level 7s. It takes Tempest and Chandler. Is the main thing. You can detach, summon 2 tokens. The tokens are Wind, level 3s. They're 0/0. But while I control him, he can't be destroyed by battle.
Oh, okay.
And then I can destroy or contribute a token to destroy a card on my opponent's field.
Give this back to you.
And when he gets, and then if he uses that effect, he can't attack at all.
Okay.
So Utopia double and Utopia.
Which is that combo you were explaining?
Yep, the
earlier
double
in
and
the video?
nothing combo. But yeah, his attack will become 10,000, smack into a 2,000 monster. You just game him there. Lightning Chidori. 2 level 4 winds, which my whole entire deck is basically wind. So when he's summoned, I get to target a set card and return to the bottom of your deck. And then I can detach one, target a card on the field, a face-up card, and I return it to the top of the deck instead. Ice Beast Zeraphine. This card has won me games so many times.
What's it do?
So basically, it's 2 level 4 wing beast type monsters. Once per turn, I can detach an XYZ from this card, and then it negates all effects my opponent control that are faced up on the field at the current time I activate her effect. And then he gains an extra 300 attack for every face-up card on the field at the current time.
Okay.
And it lasts until the end of my next standby phase. So if I activate it on my turn, my opponent can't use any of their face-up effects at the current time. It's so good because like, oh, there's 5 cards. He's basically getting another extra 1,500 attack. The Gusto Emerald, recycling. He recycles 3 of my Harpies back, and then I get a draw card for it.
Okay.
Castell. She's a winged beast, plus she's a wind, so she gets the boost from Hunting Ground and Harpy Lady 1, and then I can detach 2 to shuffle back a problem card, and then the Abyss Dweller for Orchist.
Good card. Going first, right?
Yeah. If I'm forced to go first, I always play that just that way. I make sure.
And then side deck.
Yeah. For my side deck, 3 Artifact Lancia.
Which is a staple in every deck now.
Yeah, anymore. Anything that wants to banish, I'm gonna tell them no to anyways. So, triple Call by the Grave. This is kind of in there just because I don't like if I have to go second and I have to face into like a deck of like I don't know why it's in there for sure, but it's a great card just to side in against like certain decks.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to go first, which I do have going first cards in my deck anyway, in my side deck anyways, I don't want to get hand trapped from my combos. So I just kind of like side this in if I have to.
Fair enough.
It's not that big of a deal if I don't have to side it in. Triple evenly match.
Another busted card.
Going second against Thunder Dragon, I side this in all the time. Orchis, not really. Altergeist, I'll side this in against because if I make him go first and then I just evenly match him. And then help out. Also Subterrors. Subterrors do it too. Triple Typhoon. This is for Altergeist mostly. They like to activate Secret Village on me, and I need my spell card mostly to combo off. So I'm like, okay, I can just get rid of Secret Village with a trap card anyways, and I don't have to worry about it.
True.
And then, last but not least, Triple Red Reboot. Again, pretty Altergeist matchup. Plus, I can use this against Orchist. The Crescendo hurts me a lot because it banishes my monster or banishes my card that I need at the current state. and if I need it at the time, then I always just like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and red reboot it, just that way I don't have to worry about it. Granted, they can't activate traps for the rest of the turn, but I don't think they run an extra trap card anyway, so.
True. Any changes you'd make to the deck?
Not totally. I think it's consistent enough. There's just sometimes I brick a lot with the spell cards because I don't open up a harpy, but anymore I don't really brick that much. It's more of a combo where if I get a hand trap, then I just lose.
Fair enough. Well, thanks for the deck profile, Dylan.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.